Hi guys, it's Alex the Real Mr. Robinson here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be reviewing an app, which is something I never do, and probably will never do again after I'm done with this. But the reason I'm doing this is because it's an app based on one of my favorite YouTube shows, on YouTube, the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Now, if you don't know what the Movie Trivia Schmoedown is, I'm sure everyone watching me with a measly little 2,000 subscribers knows what it is. Wow, that was a horrible burn on myself. But anyway, if you don't know what the Movie Trivia Schmoedown is, basically it's a series on Collider Video that's pretty much a movie trivia game that's based around the style of wrestling. The way the competitors act, the way the announcers act, it very much feels like pro wrestling. And I would be lying if I said I was a longtime fan, because to be honest, I've heard about the Movie Trivia Schmoedown for years, but I've never actually sat down to watch a whole lot of it. I was watching an episode earlier this year that had the Real Rejects on board, and it seemed really interesting to me. It wasn't until I went to WonderCon earlier this year, where I went to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown panel, where I really got to know a little more about what exactly the Movie Trivia Schmoedown is. I got to meet Jeremy Johns, Christian Harloff, and then as the years gone on, I managed to meet a lot of the other Movie Trivia Schmoedown competitors, like Clark Wolf, Mark Ellis, Perry Nemiroff, and one of the former champions, John Roca, the Outlaw. So I've slowly started getting into the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, and a few weeks ago, or maybe it was a month ago, there was word about a Movie Trivia Schmoedown app being developed, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And just a couple days ago, it got released. To my knowledge, it's only on the App Store for iPhones. You can get it for $4, which is nothing. You could do it easily. But anyway, the app is right here. Right down there. This is my movie app section on my iPhone. But pretty much, it's a movie trivia app, just like the style of the show. And it's got a lot of great features to it. Basically, create your own profile. You have all these custom avatars, which are pretty much blank images. Some of them you do have to unlock along the way. But pretty much like the show itself, you're beefing up, you're kind of showing off to the other competitors. And then there's individual leagues for everyone who's playing on the app. I'm in the California League, and I'm very, 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 very low on the list because I have yet to play any online matches, because I had to do a lot of training and prepping with just the regular tournament, the regular single-player tournament, before I have the confidence to even attempt to play people online, because I know there's a lot of people who've downloaded this app that are bigger fans of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown than me, but that might mean that they're also not incredibly insightful about movie trivia, but who knows? As I'm recording this, I've yet to play a match online. You can also do local matches with someone who has the app themselves, so you two can face off each other. And then there's the single player mode. You have the regular tournament, and then you have the Inner Geekdom, which you have to unlock with 250 points. I haven't unlocked it yet, so I'm sure I'll unlock it once I do online play. So that's pretty much the basic gist of the app. In fact, I had a difficult time sitting down to record this video because it's just been that addictive. One of my main goals is to try to get on the actual Movie Trivia Schmoedown, and this app is not only great practice, but it allows me to live out my fantasy until that day actually comes. So it's a lot of fun. I've been playing it non-stop. Yesterday at work, I've been playing it non-stop on my 2 breaks and on my lunch breaks, so it's been a lot of fun. There are some problems with the app, and it mainly comes into when you answer questions. For example, there's a question involving Vertigo where the answer is Jimmy Stewart. My logic is that I typed in James Stewart because on all of Alfred Hitchcock's movie posters, he's credited as James Stewart, but for some reason it was wrong. And then there was a question where the answer was E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. So I thought I could just do the short version by saying E.T., but I got it wrong even though the answer was E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. Also, another issue that I have, there's a question, which Spielberg film was released in 1993? The answer is Jurassic Park, but there are technically 2 movies that came out in 1993 that Spielberg directed, Jurassic Park and Schindler's List. Well, for the heck of it, I decided to put down Schindler's List. I got it wrong, the answer was Jurassic Park. So that's kind of disappointing, especially since you can't challenge the answers in the app. And the last thing I'll say is that you can't really put down a space when you're answering something, because there was a question where the answer was 4. I accidentally put down a space, and because of that space bar, the answer was wrong, even though I typed down the number 4. So those are my complaints about the app that I think probably need to be addressed. But overall, I'm absolutely loving this app. If you're a fan of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, or even if you just know movie trivia in general, this app is an absolute requirement. Because I've seen and actually played the app where you hold the phone over your head and you do this, and you have to try to guess what the answer is. That features a wide range of trivia, and I can't remember the name at the moment, but if you know it, just leave it in the comments below so I can find it. But I love this app because it's specifically movie trivia, something that I spend a lot of time thinking about, probably too much time. Oh, one thing I'll say that really made me happy when playing this app is that there's a question where the answer was obviously the original 1954 Godzilla, and that just warmed me up inside. Like, I'm so happy that they put in a question like that. I believe it's from one of their other shows. I haven't seen every Schmoedown, but if they put in more Godzilla-related trivia in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown and I'm on it, easy win. Easy win. It's all done. I absolutely recommend this app completely. Now, before I go, I want to show off a match that I did in the regular single-player mode. One match where we see all the rules being listed by Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis of Schmoes Know, and then just another quick match afterwards. So I hope you guys enjoy. All right, let's go to my movie apps. You got Stardust. You can follow me there, Real Mr. Robinson. And we got the Movie Trivia Schmoedown app. Let me just flip it to the side, plug in my phone, and let's get this thing started. Welcome back, the Real Mr. Robinson. I would love to be on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown myself one day, so I'm just going to do a demo match. You know what, let me turn off tweets. Do not disturb, there we go. Singles. I have no points right now because I haven't done any online matches, so I haven't unlocked Inner Geekdom. So anyway, all trivia. Let's just do this. Yeah, I love this Mortal Kombat wheel or ladder thing. Mike Kowalski. Okay, I gotta be honest. I'm sort of a new fan to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. So, some of these people I don't know. I know Scott Mans, I know Stacey Howard, I know Clark Wolf. Do not disturb apparently does not get rid of Twitter. Oh, god damn it. Wait, let's start the match.
Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm Christian Harloff. I am Mark Ellis, and today, two titans of Titan Trivia. Go! It's really good, and that's why you're here. It is a battle of wits between these two competitors. We're going to find out who is the best at movie trivia. Who knows the best about talkies? Find out right now. Man, Mark, what a match today. We're looking at two competitors who are going to go toe-to-toe, and they know their stuff. The question is, what are their strengths? I might even learn something. Right, so, I'm really smart.
So here's my status on the app. It says I'm known for Hitchcock, comic book movies, and Lord of the Rings, which, funny enough, I've only seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy once, and my weaknesses are Denzel Washington, movie taglines, and family films, which, funny enough, the more I play this, the more I start to get better at Denzel Washington.
Mark, our competitors are ready to go. It's round one time. What are the rules? In round one, each competitor will get 8 questions from 8 different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing in round one.
So I don't know how to access the mic on my phone for this app, so we'll see what happens.
All right, now that the rules are in the books, let's get ready to play. How's that golden throat feeling, Christian? Great!
All right, round one. Which 1978 holiday film was directed by John Carpenter and starred Donald Pleasance? Oh, Halloween. Oh, I found the mic. I found the mic right there. Yep, that was correct. Who plays Kill Bill in who plays Bill in the Kill Bill films? David Carradine. Carradine. This thing has been known to autocorrect. See, there you go.
Surprised even me, and I'm smart.
In Avengers Age of Ultron, which of the original 6 Avengers did Scarlet Witch not subdue with haunting visions? Hawkeye. Who directed Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison in the 1991 movie The Doors? Oliver Stone. Over Stone. No. Let's try this again. Oliver Stone. That's more like it. Man,
Surprised even me, and I'm smart.
which Steven Spielberg directed film was released in 1982? E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. Sure, why not?
Impressive.
Who directed Die Hard? John McTiernan. That's not how you spell it. Or maybe it is, I don't know.
Wow, that is correct. Way to pull it out of your tuchus.
In which 1939 film would you hear the quote, Toto, I've the feeling we're not in Kansas anymore? The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz hymn. Okay, that's not exactly what I want, but yeah, we'll go with that. In which 1976 film would you hear the quote, Yo, Adrian! Rocky.
Not since Kurt Hennig have we seen perfect. Round 1 in the books. It's time for round number 2. Mark, how does round 2 work? Known as the wheel round. It can bless you, it can curse you. The wheel has a bunch of movie categories on there. You give it a spin, whatever category you get. There's 4 questions from said genre. If you don't like the category you spun, you are allowed 1 mulligan and you can spin it again. Each question in round 2 is worth 2 points. Conveniently, you can check to multiple choice if you're not sure of the answer, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1 point. But tread lightly and be careful because there is stealing in round 2.
Okay, so next.
Spin the wheel.
Alright. Give me a good spin.
Impressive spin there. Well done.
Will Smith.
Can spin again if you don't like the category which you just spun.
We'll do it again. I have a feeling that that decision is going to come bite me in the ass. Let's see. Ah! Okay, fine. We'll go with Will Smith.
Don't forget, multiple choice.
Who
is
played the
an
evil
option.
Dr. Erdlis in Wild Wild West? You know, I didn't even see. For some reason, I want to think that Kenneth Branagh is in that movie. But I'll go with multiple choice. Oh, I was right.
Impressive.
Who co-stars with Will Smith as golfer Randolph Chun in The Legend of Badger Vance? I've never even heard of that movie. As much as I love movies, I've never heard of that. I think it was Kevin Costner. Matt Damon.
When you hear an answer like that, you wish that somebody would have lost their ability to speak. My ears are already bleeding. I think it's translating into my eyes.
Thanks for the support, Schmoes. Okay, that's another tweet you don't need to see. Which sends Will Smith and Kevin Ulysses S. Grant? Okay. Who plays Will Smith and Martin Lawrence's commanding officer in the 1995 film Bad Boys? Joe Pantoliano? Yeah.
And now, Christian, some thievery could be afoot with a possible steal.
So transformed into... In Spirited Away, Chihiro's parents are transformed into what kind of animals? I think it was pigs. Yep. After getting turned into a llama, a ruler named Kuzco must rely on a peasant to get back... Oh. The Emperor's New Groove. Alright, not... Oh, still more to come. Which classic Disney movie features a character baking a pie while singing Someday My Prince Will Come? Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Okay, 11... Oh, 8, 9 point.
All right, Mark, we've got to round number 3. It's the final round. How does it work? Where fates are decided and thumbs get heavy. In round 3, each competitor will get 3 questions from any sort of different movie trivia category. The first question is worth 2 points. The second question is worth 3 points. And the last question is worth 5 juicy points, Christian.
All right, let's do this.
Your 2-point question.
Who played Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes in Iron Man? Terrence Howard.
The 3-point question.
The 1995 family film The Big Green centers around what sport? Oh, man. Come on. Right now, some people who are watching this are probably screaming the answer at me. Soccer? Okay.
And now, the big 5-point opportunity.
Which cast member from the original Star Wars trilogy was cast as a bodyguard in A Clockwork Orange? You know what? I don't feel like I know the answer, but I feel like if I get this wrong or right, I'm gonna win anyway, because I'm already well ahead. Alec Guinness? I like Guinness. David Prowse.
And your winner!
Yeah! So yeah, that's a round of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And in the regular tournament one, you just go up a Mortal Kombat ladder.
Mark, they did it. They won the match. It was a tough fight. It looked like it was going one way, and now we have the winner. You know, the term knockdown dragout gets so overused, but it is applicable in this case, or applicable if you speak that sort of language.
See, I feel like I would do really good in the actual Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Yeah. Oh, Stacy! You know what? Let's do another round. Because I actually met Stacy last month at when I was hanging out with Greg and John at the Real Rechecks.
To the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm Christian Harloff. I am Mark Ellison, Kristen, Charles Dickens, Robert Frost, Sylvia Plath. None of them know anything about movies, but do you? Well, we're going to find out today, because what a match we have. The competitors are ready. They are set. They're ready to do battle mark and find out who is the best in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Let's ding some bells and answer some questions about cinema. Sounds like me in college. Man, Mark, what a match today. We're looking at two competitors who are going to go toe-to-toe, and they know their stuff. The question is, what are their strengths? I might even learn something, and I'm really smart.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Mark, our competitors are ready to go. It's round one time. What are the rules? In round one, each competitor will get 8 questions.
All right, we'll skip the rules.
Round one rules are out of the way. Player 1 is ready. Player 2 is ready. Let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Which Tim Burton directed film was released in 1989? I think I may have reviewed this movie a couple days ago, but Batman? Yep.
Surprised even me, and I'm smart.
Name the DiCaprio movie from the quote, "As long as you can still grab a breath, you fight. You breathe. As long as you grab a..." Whatever, I'm butchering it. The Revenant.
Correct.
Meg Ryan plays multiple roles opposite Tom Hanks in which 1990 romantic comedy? Oh, this one I'm not sure. I don't think it's Big. It's not Splash, because that didn't come out in 1990. Philadelphia? That's not a comedy. Joe versus the Volcano. E.T. gets drunk off what brand of beer? Coors. That's not... Now you spell that. Sometimes you just gotta correct it yourself. Why does Denzel Washington keep coming back to me? Who plays the young girl that Denzel Washington is in charge to protect in 2004's Man on Fire? Dakota Fanning, huh? You know, I actually saw Man on Fire once when I was much younger. I remember hating it, but I want to give it another chance because it's been that long. What 1994 film features Arnold Schwarzenegger as a pregnant man? Junior? That's not what I said. I'm trying to do a Sean Connery impression. But it's...
Surprised even me, and I'm smart.
It totally butchered that. What's the name of David Carradine's character in Kill Bill? I just answered the reverse thing of this question. Bill. What is the name of Darth Sidious's master? Darth Plagueis. Thank God for autocorrect.
Round 1 in the books. It's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel, round and round it goes. We'll spin again. Spin the wheel again. Where was it land? Nobody knows.
Ooh, that is one of their weaknesses. I don't think they're going to want that.
I don't want it, but I got no choice. And Stacy got Tom Cruise. Okay. Which 1950 musical was directed by George Sidney and starred Betty Hutton? We'll do multiple choice. I think it's Gypsy. Annie, get your gun. Fuck. Yeah, it was dumb. Thank you for telling me that. Whoever, Christian, Mark, whoever it was. Which 1967 musical was directed by Joshua Logan and starred Richard Harris? Camelot? Okay, I got that right. Which 1971 musical was directed by Norman Jewison and starred Topol? Wait a minute, Fiddler on the Roof. I think that came out. Oh, okay.
Interesting strategy. Happy to pay off. Will it next time?
What 1970? Okay, Carl Reed starred Mark Lester. I'm just doing all multiple choice stuff.
They got it right. And now, Christian, some thievery could be afoot with a possible steal.
What was the name of the character played by Tom Cruise in the 1990 film Days of Thunder? Jack? Oh, there's a Stardust update. Cole Trickle. What kind of weird name is that? Who directed Tom Cruise in the 2003 historical epic The Last Samurai? The Last Samurai was that long ago? Holy crap. I don't know.
That was just
Edward Zednick.
All right, Mark.
All right, round 3.
Your 2-point question.
In which 1991 film would you hear the quote, "I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice chiatney"? I butchered that word. Silence of the Lambs. The Silence of the Lambs.
I did not think that they would get it, but Mark, that is correct.
In 2017's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, what song did Ego say was about himself and Peter? Brandy?
Here you go. The 5-point question.
Which 1981 holiday film was directed by Rick Rosenthal and starred Jamie Lee Curtis? Halloween 2. That's not what I wrote. And your winner!
By way of technical knockout! Well, Mark, it wasn't really close. We had our clear-cut victor there.
An ass-kicking, Christian.
They won the match.
Don't be nice.
Congratulations.
Don't sugarcoat it.
The other person stunk.
They just lost. Bad.
Yeah, so that's, I'll continue this another time. And that pretty much does it. I've managed to continue a lot further with that match that you just saw. And in some other matches, I've finally been able to go against Scott Manns, Josh McCouga, Clark Wolf. The farthest I've ever gotten was to John Roca. John Roca is pretty much the point where I stop. And given that he is a former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, I just figured, there's no way I can beat this guy. But, you know, in the words of Han Solo, good against remotes is one thing. Good against the living, that's something else. So, yeah, the app's an absolute recommendation. If you download the app, you could find me, the real Mr. Robinson. I'd be glad to play a match against you. And that pretty much does it. I love the app, and until next time, I hope you enjoyed this review. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your thoughts are on the app, if you've downloaded it, if you played it. And as always, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.